It's ugly out there. Where do we go from here? What's up, everybody? Welcome aboard to Bubba's Daily Update. Todd, Bubba Horwitz with you. And what's going on, everybody? Well, we open lower. We are lower. Again, I don't think that we've done any real damage. I think if you go back to what we've talked about over the last couple of weeks, we're in this big range of trading right now, 2,600 on the downside, 27 on the upside of the S&P. So I wouldn't expect to see a whole heck of a lot here. I think it looks like the markets want to go lower, and unless there's some news item that pushes them a little bit higher, I think that'll be a problem. As we mentioned yesterday on Bubba's Bottom Line, volatility was a little bit too low, and what do we see today? A big spike in volatility. So I think you're going to see these markets churn, and the fact of the matter is the markets need volatility to bring some volume, to bring some action into it, and I think that's kind of what we're seeing here, is these markets starting to work back and forth. And I think when we can get that, then the markets can actually make a decision. Are they going to break out? And is this the next up leg, or are we going to break to the downside? Again, I think that there's still some room to go up, but I do say that before we get a real big up leg, or the true next up leg comes, I think we're going to test the lows, if not take them out. So that would be what I'd be looking for. But certainly, as I've said all along, and for you trolls out there who don't listen very closely, we have been long and are long at the moment right now, although the markets are getting clobbered at this particular time. So, but again, I think that you can look for these markets to churn. And again, we want to look for a footprint that says that we're going to reverse direction. Right now, we're in that consolidation range, which means we can go break either way, one way or the other from here. You take a look at oil. Oil is getting clobbered right here. As we noted in the last couple of updates, that if it couldn't break out above the 54, it was probably going to get hammered. And it's down about $2.50 right now, and looking like it's going lower. I think we go back under the 40s. I don't know if we'll do it this week, but back under the 50s. I don't know if we'll do it this week, but I think we'll do it certainly by next week. I think you look for pressure. Gold is out there now trying to break out. Now, if you're looking at February gold, we're now trading in April gold, but if you look at February gold, it's hovering right just over 1,300. If it can hold and close here, that'd be a pretty bullish sign, and say that we're probably breaking out of that consolidation range there. The grain markets are lower, but have certainly come back from the lows of this morning. We're still very bullish the grains and looking to be buyer. The meats, fats feeders, and April hogs are higher. February hogs are a little bit lower, but I think we're starting to switch over to April. So again, we're fairly bullish, a little bit concerned in the hog markets here, as they might have done some technical damage on Friday. But if they hold here, even in February, we'd be happy to stay in the markets and look for them to go higher. The bond market is rallying, which means that interest rates are falling a little bit. That ties into a little bit of fear in the market, higher volatility, higher bond prices. Now, the one quirk here is the dollar is getting hammered again here, as we see it coming back down to our 95 level. If it breaks 95, we could be wrong on our call that it's going back to par. Now, I don't think we're going to be wrong, but again, you have to let the markets decide what's happening and what it's telling you, instead of you telling the markets what to do. And I think that's something that's very important that we have to make sure that we understand. Of course, the government's open. I guess the markets don't like it that the government's back open, as they're getting hammered. Cryptos are, again, they're more sound asleep than they are anything else. They are at the lower end of their range. Again, we're still looking for an opportunity, and we'll continue to buy little bits and pieces, little morsels. Again, we're not making a big play here. Certainly, I wouldn't take any major risk. Again, we call this the old dinner and a movie trade. In the meantime, the markets can go either way from here. They could break down from here. They could skyrocket and turn around from here. You're seeing some pretty good whip in the NASDAQ, which is one key to watch, but is very heavy. The Russell has been pretty wild today. I think if you keep an eye on the Russell and you keep an eye on the volatility, that will give you a better idea. By the way, this update is being filmed at 12:30 Eastern time, just so you get a reference of time to what we're looking at. But we don't have a call for the rest of the day. They could go either way. It would be no surprise if they did turn from here. It'd be no surprise if they broke. I think, again, the key is watch the Russell, watch the VIX, and that can give you the best idea of whether the markets are actually bullish here or there's a little bit of bearish tone turning in. In the meantime, this is Bubba's Daily Update. Todd, Bubba Horwitz, and of course, we're starting to now, these daily updates are going to be charged out at a fee. If you'd like to continue to receive them, you can go to bubbatrading.com/video SMS. For $4.99 a month, you can get text messages daily from me about what the markets are going, plus the daily update. Again, we're trying to A, eliminate the trolls, and B, we provide a lot of content. So if you go to bubbatrading.com/video SMS or go to bubbatrading.com, the website, you will see that it's going to be a product that will be $11 a month, but for now we're doing a combination for $4.99. So if you'd like to go check it out, please do so. In the meantime, don't forget about our high school investing program at patreon.com/BubbaTrading. That's patreon.com/BubbaTrading. Have a great trading day, everybody. We'll see you back here tomorrow with more of Bubba's Daily Update, and the actual charge will go starting next week if you sign up. Otherwise, these will no longer be available. Have a great day, everybody. Thanks so much. Bubba's Daily Update. We'll see you later.